Hey everybody. Well, I just spent the weekend upgrading all of my channels on YouTube to the new format, and it was a lot of work, and I really dug it. And that's a cat called Ume. It looks like he's not going to move. That's my sister-in-law's cat. Let's see if he moves as I get closer. And there he goes. There he goes. Ume's not as tough as I thought. He's got one of those short tails like cats in Japan have. There he goes, and there's a bird. Ume. But I'm not talking about cats. I'm talking about YouTube. The thing that here's the thoughts that I wanted to share with you post upgrade to all my accounts. I think that YouTube has done a nice job. I think that the new format looks great. The only problem that I think I didn't, let's start with what I didn't like, was the fact that on the mobile side of things, I can't view the comments in their entirety, so I can respond to them on mobile phone anymore. So that's a bummer. So I have to go back to the PC, which has always been my big dilemma. I can't keep up with stuff there. But enough about my problems. Let's talk about what's good. The new design is crisp and clean and professional and has a really good look, showcasing the quality of the images. I think that what's happening here is that YouTube is attempting to standardize. There'll still be, of course, customization, but they're standardizing. They're removing the clutter, taking away the lists of what I think are superfluous lists of subscribers and friends, which are basically take up real estate. They're a little bit of interest to some people, but for the most part, who cares? But so they've taken that real estate and cleaned that up. You don't have that option anymore. They put front and center the number of subscribers and the number of views on the channel, which is pretty good because that gives some credibility. That tells about the about what the content creator is all about. Are they someone who is actually gaining an audience and has vids that are worth watching? It's a nice two metrics that a new viewer to a channel can immediately gauge. Interest. Now that's tough, of course, for the new folks, of course, but hey, it's always been the case. We all have to start out and build ourselves up. I know it's more competitive now, but still all the same. It's just the way the world works, so that's okay with me. What I like, though, especially like, is how it's got this standardized form now. You can't move the modules around so much. And, no, that's okay. That's not the thing. But what they've done is they're giving a cleaner look to the entire YouTube interface, and then what's the best part is they're putting those great HD quality images front and center, as I said before, with those thumbnails, especially if you use that one format there that shows the showcase vid and then the list down the side. Really good. It reminds me of the interface over at Vimeo, which is a really beautiful interface there. It reminds me of that, and I think that that's really going to show off the content that people have, and that's where the key of this whole point is. I think YouTube is angling to remove the clutter and get straight to the content. It's going to be up to us as content creators to have our best work at all times front and center, because when someone lands on our page, they're going to be either wowed by our amazing thumbnails and vids that follow. And it's okay, people that rip people off with thumbnails by putting a screwy thumbnail that doesn't match the vid, they don't last. I mean, they'll get those negs, and then their fate is basically sealed in many ways. So some of them persist, but you get what I mean. If you want to have a sustained channel and success on YouTube, you need to have thumbnails that match the content behind. And that's even if the case if you're not a partner, you just have the three. But that's it. YouTube has that stuff front and center. The quality is there. The image is there. The focus is on content and in removing the extraneous distracting elements. I think that this is a positive change, and I think that this bodes well for our future as content creators on the site. I think that they want us around. I think they're giving us a chance to improve, and they're giving us they're using the technology to help us portray ourselves better. Some might say, hey, well, they're not giving us the flexibility to do it our way, but well, hey, that's the thing about being a member of someone else's, playing ball on someone else's field. I had the same problem when I was on eBay, and I couldn't control my store the way I wanted to on my eBay store. But that was the price for doing business on eBay. And when I got frustrated and I moved my store off of eBay onto my own site where I could do anything I want, I sat there all by myself without any buyers, because all the people were buying, all the buyers were on eBay. It's the same thing. All the viewers are on YouTube. So we got to play their game. I think they're doing well by us. I think we're all going to do well in the future. Let's get out there and make some quality vids, folks. Get those great images, get those good thumbnails going, those titles going, get the marketing out there, get the blogs going, and let's ramp this thing up and make YouTube and our presence on YouTube the best thing to ever happen to entertainment on the internet. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.